Hi, thanks for watching CGTN's live streaming, and we are here in Shijiazhuang city, and this is Gaocheng District. And about a week ago, there was a coronavirus outbreak here, well, in a village that heading that way. Yes, it's about 10 kilometers that way. And ever since then, there are more reports coming in, the more people got a coronavirus. And then after that, the city of Shijiazhuang has implemented strict measures on forbidden city people from entering this place or leaving, and then carried out a thorough and a full-scale nucleic acid test throughout the city. And now we are inside this district, because Gaocheng is a very large place, and we are now standing on a major road leading us to the center of this pandemic. But this used to be a very populated area, especially now closing to Chinese New Year. It should be very crowded. You can see surrounding this place there are stores, restaurants, and also there are all kinds of stores here. It is a town, but now it's empty, and people are all asked to stay in their home. And if you could see, that's my cameraman. The entrance or exit, I don't know. Over here, it was blocked, and we travel along the road, and there are many places, many roads like this. So now, if we are going up this slope a little bit, you can see inside. This is a small village, I think, but the entrance is blocked. Yes, there are more villages like this, but this one is an exit with no one's here because it's fully blocked. But there are other entrances with people at the entrance, because people need to have supplies, and people we just talked to one village. We just visited one village, and at the entrance several volunteers from the village, they're also villagers, volunteered to guarding the entrance, helping people, forbidden people from leaving, while helping people to get supplies. And she told me that last week she just helped two pregnant women to get ambulance. So unless there's an urgent need, people are forbidden from leaving this place. And also, if you take a closer look at all the stores, you will see that the local, I think it's the county government. It's the anti-pandemic organization, some kind of temporary office that have sealed the gate, sealed the entrance. Well, it means it's sealed on. I mean, this is put here today. Yeah, this must be a new one. But I've seen others that was put on yesterday and the day before yesterday. There are others, and you can see there are still cars and trucks carrying supplies in and out, especially for those personnel who bring from CDC and from the medical team that go and collect nucleic acids samples. And we were told by villagers that a medical team came here to collect nucleic acid sample for every 2 days, because their village, in their village, 11 people was found with positive results of nucleic acid test. It is very close to the airport, so this suspects that it may come from the airport. And also experts from CDC has confirmed that the virus is definitely not from local. They're still tracing the 0 patient, but they haven't found it so far. And also in the meantime, in Gaocheng District is now a high risk area. Yeah, from what you see here, yeah, empty. And this is not close to the center. The several villages, the group of several villages, that's the center, about 10 kilometers to the north. But now here, it's just one of the very common place in Gaocheng. Gaocheng is a very large place. It's to the east of the Shijiazhuang city and has 770,000 people. So it's a highly populated area, and we're now in a main road leading us to the center of this pandemic. Starts from the first patient was found by the local hospital on January 2. That's roughly over a week ago. Now there are hundreds of confirmed cases now in the province, in the city alone. So this situation is developing really fast. But according to the press conference this afternoon, well, the second round of nucleic acid throughout the city to all its 11 million citizens is going to complete this evening. So yeah, we are hoping that we could see some positive results on nucleic acid tests. So now what we're doing that we just went there, but unfortunately we can't live broadcast events there because well, we're in protective suits, and there's no way that I can put my phone there, because if I put that, I need to leave my phone there. Also in the meantime, yeah, we don't have much time for it. But now this is pretty much the same. Yeah, inside these villages, it's just like this. It's just like this. There are county of different towns, but it seems looks the same. Oh yeah, I think we just see someone just walk out of the car and trying to went in that door. We don't know what that is. This is a restaurant, I think. It's just like that. Okay, now we're heading to the downtown area of Gaocheng District to see what kind of people are they working there. Also the lives of people there. Yeah, and we're driving a car, so I'm giving this to my cameraman. Okay. Okay. We're going to heading for the center of Gaocheng District. Quite some time to get in there, to get in here. It's not easy, but we are following the instructions, like wearing protective suits, and we are also asked to provide our ID to ensure that we are fully aware of the ways, the means of protecting ourselves and not spreading or help spreading the virus. So like the protective shoes we're wearing, but if you look overhead, this is another way. This is another road that's leading us to the See all those cars parked outside These are the homes of local people, but they build their homes like along the road, and they will often live upstairs and using the rooms downstairs as store. It's another village called Jiumen. This place is close to the center of this pandemic, but most of these confirmed COVID-19 patients are found in villages in several villages near the airport. So in other districts, in Gaocheng District, in other areas in Gaocheng District, it's just like what it's like in Shijiazhuang city. And most people are just asked to stay in their homes, not to come out, but there's no any further restriction measures implemented. But like most people, yeah, you can see that we don't see anyone. We don't see any pedestrian. Yeah, we don't see any pedestrian. But this petrol station, I think it's working. Yeah, someone's here, I think, but I'm not sure whether we can get oil from here, and we don't need to. You see the entrances almost along the road. The entrances to go in villages are either blocked or doors shut. Occasionally you could see cars driving by because we've seen these cars sending supplies in. The villagers, they have stored food and vegetables, but people don't know how long they will stay in quarantine. So sending supplies, especially those in need of medicine and the protective suits is essential. And I talked to one of the volunteer, an elderly woman who is guarding the entrance of her village. She told me that entrance of the village since January 2, when they heard that there was an coronavirus infected people, and they said at first they don't believe it, but but they follow instructions letting people not to go out, and it turns out that there were 11 people were found positive with coronavirus with nucleic acid test. So yeah, people have close contact with them, and the people have close contact with them are all taken to quarantine. So yeah, she told me that you can't let your guards off because and also she told me she sent 2 of her young children away, letting them to go to follow others to leave the village because she thinks it's more safer. But she needs to help those who stay there. She needs to help those who have needs. And when we arrived, we have seen medical teams had just left. They were coming there to collect the nucleic acid samples. They came here every 2 days. And also, in the meantime, they are sending supplies like protective suits, like sanitizers, like gloves to these volunteers. And there was one truck sending protective suits for someone who go in village to repair repair electric wires for local villagers. So yeah, these are people living in their homes, but doesn't mean that they don't have needs for these repairments or supply. And someone even give a bus to children, and they find a way to get an ambulance and get her away to hospital. And they're not with the virus, but the investigation and also the coronavirus is very resilient and not easy to find. Especially it will take days, as long as 14 days to show any symptoms. So yeah, they'll have to wait for a longer time before people can be sure that there's no more cases. And also, this is the main. We're now on a bridge. We're driving out of this pandemic center. We're on a bridge, and ahead of us is the downtown area of Gaocheng District.